Good morning, everybody. John with you here this morning. It is a beautiful morning here in Honolulu, and I am starting out my day with my macadamia nut coffee. And I'm starting out my day with you guys to continue on looking at the Hawaiian record collection. We are on the letter H. So let's continue. Look at some more of these old vinyl LPs concerning Hawaiian music. Now this one up today, this is out of the United Kingdom, out of England. Hawaiian Hawaii by the Hawaiian Hula Boys. Now this one, interestingly and very unusually, actually lists who or states who the solo steel guitarist is on the album, which is Billy Bell. Now you might recognize that if you've watched some of these other videos. That's a name that comes up every so often because there were quite a few Hawaiian recordings in the UK. On many of them, Billy Bell is the steel guitarist, although he's not necessarily credited. And this is on a British Columbia, or English, the English Columbian. And the year on, is the year on this one? I don't think there is. But it's kind of standard songs, trade winds, well, not completely standard, but well known. Pagan Love Song, Moonlight Bay, Moonlight and Roses, Blue Hawaii. And it was released in the United States also when it came out in the US. This was the cover that it was on, called Hawaiian Stereo. Well, yeah, Hi-Fi in Hawaii, Hawaiian Stereo, by the Hawaiian Hula Boys. Now, what's kind of interesting, some nice artwork there. What's funny about this one to me, I read the titles, and they're just sort of generic, kind of like Hawaiianish songs. But not on the British release, but on the American release, the liner notes just go on and on and on about the island of Kauai, the Garden Isle. And they say that the Hawaiian Hula Boys perform on Kauai, and if you go there, you might hear them with Billy Bell's guitar in person, which is kind of interesting because I'm not aware that Billy Bell ever performed here. I could be wrong, but I've never really heard that. And it says the Hawaiian Hula Boys are true Hawaiians living on Kauai, Kauai, Kauai. They describe different places on Kauai and the cocoa palms. And they say that these are the songs most favored by visitors to the islanders. But nevertheless are identified with Hawaii in general and the island of Kauai in particular. Not a single song on here is identified with the island of Kauai or is about the island of Kauai. There are some Hawaiian songs that are very identified and about Kauai, and absolutely none of these songs are. So I just think that's really funny that they would even say that. But anyway, it's a nice album, nice steel guitar playing. Up next, this is called Hawaiian Best Collection. It's out of Japan. It's on RCA Japan, and I think, let me check, I believe it's a 2 LP set, and it's 1975 is the year on it. Not released in the United States to my knowledge, but it's all the standard Hawaiian songs that are on Japanese albums, like On a Little Bamboo Bridge, Kaimana Hila, On the Beach at Waikiki, Hawaiian War Chant, etc., etc. And there's just sort of standard steel guitar with the marimba and the ukulele, and it's just kind of a standard arrangement. Very nice. Tomi Tomi is kind of nice on this album, a little bit different, and they sort of do a takeoff on the Webley Edwards version. So Hawaiian Echoes, but I don't think I said that. The name of the group is the Hawaiian Echoes. I don't know who the steel guitarist is. It's a Japanese group. Now we come to another British record. This one on Embassy Records. 1961 is the date on this one. By the Hawaiian Paradise by the Hawaiian Islanders. This also, although not credited here, is Billy Bell, who we just heard on the other album. Billy Bell on the steel guitar and a vocal group. So they're singing on this one. And they do some kind of interesting, you know, mangling of some Hawaiian words and whatnot. But again, this is sort of standard issue songs. Mudu Manakura, Little Grass Shack, a couple of unusual ones. Honolulu Blues, you don't hear that often. Down on Ami Ami Oni Oni Isles, great Harry Owens song you don't hear very often. They cover that. So Hawaiian Paradise. This one, another group called the Hawaiian Islanders. You'll find we have more coming up, but it's Hawaiian Islanders is one of those names that I guess when people were putting together somewhat anonymous groups of musicians to record Hawaiian music for their label, that, you know, the A&R people or whatever, like, said, I don't know, what do we call them? And instead of coming up with something creative, they would just be like, oh, let's call them the Hawaiian Islanders. Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. So, the Hawaiian Islanders, this is on Winecoat Records. This really should be in with my budget records. I do keep all my most of my budget records in the collection together because they're just like the same 20 songs released on all these albums by the same artist. But I do separate out some because this one is different. So I don't know the story of this album, but it's not like the other budget releases. It is a unique group recording. The Hawaiian Islanders, steel guitar, ukulele, instrumentals, standard instrumentation. But what's so interesting, 30 Hawaiian favorites, and there are 30 songs arranged in 6 medleys on this album. And what's so interesting and unusual is that they are pretty much all really actual Hawaiian songs, most of them from like the turn of the century and the monarchy period, that are real kind of standards in the actual Hawaiian older material. Beautiful Lani Huli, Vili Vili Mai, Uwanu Waipuna, Akahi Hoi, Miaoia Oi, Avaya Ulu. You don't hear these songs very often hardly ever on a recorded mainland album, let alone even a lot of Hawaiian ones. Sometimes they're where you would hear them, the most sort of hardcore really Hawaiian groups. So this is an unusual recording, and it's nice. It's not like super fabulous, but and also because it's Winecoat, it's even if you get a brand new copy, a sealed copy, the sound quality isn't good because Winecoat was a budget label, and I swear they like made their records out of rocks by the road that they ground up or something. Like the quality of the vinyl is not good, so it's going to sound, there's a lot of surface noise on it, but even on a new copy. But it's an interesting record for sure. I do enjoy listening to it. And then we have, I think last today, we'll look at, I have talked about this record when I was doing an update a while back because it's a fairly recent acquisition. I'm not going to try and say it in German, but it basically means dream music from Hawaii. The group is listed as the Hawaiian Paradise Band, with the soloist, steel guitar soloist, Joe Van Vetter. Or Joe Van Wetter. You may, if you're really hardcore, recognize that name, which is how I came across this album, because I recognized the name. Joe Van Wetter wrote many songs for the Waikikis and was the steel guitarist for the Waikikis, which was a group that recorded out of Belgium. This is the Waikikis, and they did many, many albums. Hawaii Tattoo, probably their biggest hit. And I love the Waikikis. To me, they're just, I love them. SpongeBob SquarePants, all the way. And I was very excited to find this record because I thought, wow, it could be like the Waikikis, and it is. I don't think it's all the same musicians, but the instrumentation is the same. You know, the combo is the same, and most of the songs on here are original compositions, which is also like how the Waikikis did, mostly originals. Love it, and I was so excited to find this record. Hula Girl Parade, Telephone from Hawaii, Magic Island, Pacific Serenade, Blowing Kisses on the Beach, and others. Those are their song titles, but it's a lot of fun, and I do love this record. So if you like the Waikikis and you ever come across Hawaiian Paradise Band, this is the one and only time I ever came across it, but if you like the Waikikis and you find Hawaiian Paradise Band, get it. And I'm just wondering if they did any other albums maybe that I could come across at some point. That would be super exciting. So, let's listen to some needle drops of some of these recordings.
It happened on the beach at Bali, Bali. I found her dreaming on the golden sands. It happened on the beach at Bali, Bali. It wasn't long till we were holding hands.
I hope you enjoyed listening to those and looking at the Hawaiian record collection, and I invite you to join me next time. So give the video a thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you want to see more, and if you like this kind of music, you can listen to, I'm on 8tracks.com. You can listen to Hawaiian Leisure Hour, it's called, and also I have another YouTube channel also called Hawaiian Leisure Hour that features selections from the Hawaiian recordings. Have a great day, and we'll see you next time. I'm going to finish my coffee.